Hello, good people. It's your girl, Kadu Styles, and today I am talking to you about my COVID experience. If you're interested, please stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to say finally, and I'm saying finally because I feel like at some point, everybody is going to end up catching COVID at some point, whether it's mild case, moderate or severe. You'll get COVID. It's just like people getting the flu or getting a common cold. So, my story starts back last week, Monday, which was, what day was it? See, I lost track of days because I've been home in this room since the 7th. Okay, so today's the 17th, so it's 10 days today. So, I left work Monday, and I actually was feeling good pretty much throughout the day. And probably about the afternoon, I started feeling like my throat was sore. It wasn't scratchy or anything itchy. It was just like an immediate discomfort. And if many of you don't know, if you do know, I am a licensed professional counselor in which I talk all day. So sometimes throat soreness is not uncommon for me because I am talking. And a lot of times, which I am working on trying to do better, is I do not hydrate enough. Like my lips are dry now. I don't consume a lot of fluids throughout the day, mainly because I don't want to have to keep getting up in session or so and saying, I got to go to the restroom. I am one of those people who, if I drink something, I have to go. Before, I could be one of those people who go all day and not use the restroom. Not saying that's good, but I'm just saying that was me. But now, my 42-year-old self can't do that. I drink something and it's coming through me. So I try to cut back on my consumption mainly because of that, because I don't want to just leave people unattended in my office. So I was thinking that maybe it was just that. So I was like, when I get home, which I got home about 7:30 that night, I said I'm going to do my usual, not a hottie toddy, but I got me a cup of warm tea, hot tea, and with the honey, lemon, all of that, using some peppermint. And so I did that because my throat was on fire by the time I got off. So 7:30, my throat was just on fire. And so I came home, came into my room. My husband was working on my book cases, which he ain't even finished that one, the doors on this one. So he was working on that, and we do prayer every night. So now it's like almost 8:30, and we're about to pray. And I was like, all right, y'all, let's just go ahead and do this because I pray on Monday nights. I was like, let's pray because I'm about to drink this tea and I'm going to bed. So all of that happens. I go to bed. I wake up the next day and, I wake up the next day and 7:30 Tuesday now. So now we're on the 8th. I wake up. I basically text all my clients and cancel my appointments for the day. And my throat actually felt better. So my throat felt better. They no longer had that fire feeling in my throat, but I was just tired. So I went back to sleep. And when I woke up, it was 7:30 that evening. And it was Bible study time. So I remember signing on to listen to Bible study. But anyhow, my husband kept trying to feed me throughout the day. If he does nothing else, he's going to make sure that I'm fed. So he kept coming in with food, but I wasn't hungry. So I would hear him coming, fussing because I wasn't eating anything. But I honestly just did not have the energy to eat or drink anything. I would try to sip something, but I wasn't eating. So anyways, that goes that night. I think I was up all night now. Once I did get up that evening, it was almost like insomnia because I did not go to sleep until about 6. I think Wednesday morning I was up. So I went to bed. It was like 6. So I remember my husband coming in the room and he was fussing. Now, as I'm laying there, like all these thoughts were coming through my mind and all these images were coming through my mind, and it was crazy. I've heard lots of people tell me about, their different COVID experiences and thoughts and things like that. But I know anytime you're vulnerable, anyhow, sometimes a lot of your mind will play tricks on you. A lot of thoughts will come. So I had to go through that. I was like emotional because now I have been in a room like since Monday night. It's now Wednesday. And so I was doing my little warfare there with that. And then I sat up. I remember sitting up because my husband was fussing, and I'm trying to talk to him, and he was not very understanding. So basically, he dried up my tears, and his lack of compassion in that moment dried up my tears. So no shade to him, but that's just what it was. So dried up my tears. I got up to go to the bathroom, and when I was in there, like I felt this heat just overtake me, and I just, that's all I remember. The sweat coming, and I just felt woozy, kind of like, the times in the past when I felt lightheaded and I was going to, it's like you don't know if you're going to throw up, if you're going to poop or whatever it is. I've kind of felt like that. But anyhow, next thing I knew, my husband was picking me up off the bathroom floor, and he's like, Trina, you passed out. And he was like pulling me out of the water closet, which is, where your toilet is by itself. And he's pulling me out. And I remember I got on my knees, and I was just like, no, I just want to stay right here because the floor was cold, and I just wanted to lay on the cold floor. So I laid there for a while before I got up and cleaned myself up and everything and went and got back in the bed. So I get in there, and when I say me passing out, I do not believe that had anything to do with COVID per se, but more or less like I am one of those people, which many of us will experience, that hypoglycemia, when your blood sugar gets low. So I hadn't eaten since Monday afternoon and only had a few drinks in between. So I really believe my blood sugar was low. It's not my first time ever passing out from my blood sugar getting low. It's just the first time that I've ever passed out on a hard floor, like hard bathroom marble tile floor. Okay. So my body was hurting all Wednesday, but my body was hurting mainly due to the impact of me hitting the floor. Like my bones hurt. Now I'm gonna go probably get checked out later this week. My husband was like, did I want to go? But I really didn't have the energy to be trying to go to the doctors, and I don't know, my mindset still was just like, I got COVID, I don't want to be going anywhere and giving other people COVID or being around other people, whatever. So other than just, I got bruised everywhere, my neck hurt, my head hurt, like everything hurt. And I think like when I fell off of the commode is where I fell off of the commode. The way our bathroom is really small, those water closets are not that big. And so I'm assuming I fell, and my head might have hit the floor, of course, but the corner of the door entryway. But the impact of all of that, me hitting the floor, hitting the wall, that it knocked one of these shelves off of the wall, and I believe the shelf hit me in the back of the head as well. And if not my head, it hit me in my back, because I know my back really hurts, like in the center of my back, kind of my left shoulder blade really hurts. But so all of the, like, breast, my stomach, my thighs are bruised. Like I was feeling all of these aches and pains, but it wasn't, like I said, like it wasn't like the flu aches or cold aches, COVID aches, anything. It was literally just from trauma from the impact of me passing out. So that was Wednesday. Thursday morning, no, so right after all that happened, backtrack, we had received our free kits for the COVID test. So my husband did it. I think he said he did it wrong, but regardless, I tested positive. So he was like, well, I'm going to make an appointment for me, him, and my 13-year-old son for us to go to DHEC and get the official test. I was like, all right, cool. And he was like, when you want to do it? I was like, you can do it tomorrow. Because again, I had just passed out. I didn't want to go anywhere. I just wanted to lay down. So we got up Thursday morning, That was my first day out of the room, to go to DHEC where we went. Excuse me. They had us, blow your nose, swab around in the nose, and said we would get the results 24, 48 hours. All right. So Thursday is when I started having the runny nose. So the runny nose, I would say more, and the congestion that started Thursday for me. So then Thursday, Friday, that was pretty much my night. And to me, that's the worst of it all. It's just to have a stuffy nose. Like when you got sinus issues, like I got allergies, sinus problems, like that's like my world anyhow. So the worst part of that is to me being congested and being stopped up. And so that to me has been the worst part of COVID for me, I would say, is those 2 days, because it was literally just those 2 days. So I'm staying medicated now, y'all. I'm medicated. I'm taking vitamins and things of that nature. Drinking some fluids. Not eating much because I really don't have much of an appetite. Saturday, I was clear, so I could smell. So that had pretty much, the runny nose had pretty much stopped. I never lost taste. I never lost smell. Praise God. Hallelujah. Never did. The appetite just really is not there. So it's like I get hungry, but it's like I can only eat a few bites, and that's about it. And so that's what I've been doing. So I've been getting up each day, because that's another thing my husband has been fussing with me about. Oh my God. And then he had me in this neck brace. He had me in this neck brace, and I was like, it was just kept going on like this. So he's like, Trina, you need to eat. And I'm like, I can't even eat with the neck brace on. I couldn't drink. Like, give me a straw or something. So it was like a struggle for a couple days with that neck brace on. But anyhow, so Saturday, like I said, I could breathe. I never lost my taste. I'm getting up and I'm moving around, trying to do things, because there's a lot to do in this room right now. But I was getting winded, getting shortness of breath. All right, so where was I at? I think I'm talking about Saturday, right? Yeah. So Saturday, I'm feeling better, just moving around. Saturday, Sunday, trying to do a little bit here and there. I'm getting up. I am getting up, washing every day. Like, that is happening every day. Getting up, doing the basic hygiene stuff, except for my hair. Like, no, this is like sending some cornrows under here. I did do that. Like, one day I did stand up long enough to cornrow my hair. So I did do that. But like I said, I just was getting winded really, really quickly. So I would, sit down and then get up and start again. And so, did I say? So yeah, so Friday, the results came back from DHEC that I was positive. Okay. And so then my son, his results came back, because my husband, somehow his stuff got deleted and he had to go back Friday to get a test. So he got his results Saturday that he was positive. So he ends up quarantining his room. I'm quarantining my room. However, he was asymptomatic, so he didn't really have any symptoms. And because he had basically the DHEC lady said that he could be in the population. He just need to be wearing his mask. So I'm the only one who's been like locked in her room since last week. So when I talked to the DHEC people, I think they called me Monday, and that's when she had told me that, because I'm only experiencing fatigue. I don't have anything else, I'm like, my voice is not all the way back, but I don't really have anything other than, trying to get that phlegm up, mucus, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really coughing a whole lot, anything of that nature. It's just fatigue, just feeling exhausted for no reason. And so that's pretty much been it. So she told me that I need to stay in the room and I wouldn't be able to come out until tomorrow, which will be Friday the 18th. So I'm excited to be coming out. Why I have this mask on is because I have been disinfecting, like my windows have been open. I think that actually helped. So I will say, I think that helped in me healing, as well as having the windows open and having fresh air and opening the curtains and the sunlight coming in, stuff like that. So The fresh air was very helpful. Only one day I did close because I felt like I was getting chills, like some days like hot and cold or whatever, which I already experienced that kind of with my hot flashes. But I was like, I don't want it to exacerbate any other symptoms, and it just gets worse. So I had closed the window that was closer to my bed, so I wasn't getting chills and shaking and all that. So anyhow, yeah. But anyway, so I'm excited to be able to come out tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's where I was at. See, I forgot this. I forgot what the days of the week are, because I ended up having to cancel all my clients all last week. I just couldn't do it. This week was a challenge just because talking to people each hour is taking energy that I really don't have. And you see, I'm like up here trying to get the oxygen that I need to be able to speak and get what I need out. So that's been a challenge this week. But anyhow, so I've been getting my room together, disinfecting, taking things out, Lysol, bleach, washing things, the comforters, bedding, pillows, couches, washing everything. So I've been in that process today, and my laundry room is across the hall. So my husband got these, what are they? The KN95 mask. Yep. So I had one on so that I can go over there. And yesterday I was doing my laundry. And then today I started doing my bedding and stuff like that. So just doing that, of course, like he's Lysoling wherever path I come in. So I walk straight to the laundry room, and there he is, spraying away until I get back to the room and spraying that my whole pathway that I walked, spraying all that. But anyhow, so honestly, I want to say I just give God praise, and I just thank him, because honestly I feel like I've had a mild case. I pray that there's no long lasting effects of anything, or like even with me getting winded now, like I am someone who has asthma. I just really haven't had any bad seasons with it in years. I used to be someone who had to use my inhaler and Advair on a consistent basis, but I haven't had to in years. My prayer, my belief is that I'm not going to have to resort back to that due to having experience in COVID. So I do believe that I am on the mend. I am just going to continue to take it day by day. I will be back in my office next week, disinfecting my office, which I do that every day after each client leaves. I do that, but I'll just go down there, give it a special wipe down and Lysol down, Clorox clean up, stuff, all of that as well. And I'll be back to resuming my normal activities. So again, I know everybody's experience is a little bit different, but like I said, I just want to thank God that my time, and if I've had COVID before, I wouldn't have known. It definitely would have been something mild, because I've not been real sick last year, not with anything like COVID symptoms, cold symptoms. I think I only had like headaches, which I know they said that's a symptom. But my headaches too could still, I'm somebody who suffered from migraine. So it could have been a number of things. Lack of sleep. I don't sleep a whole lot. So I'm thankful to God that I am well. As of today, I have not, had or no need, other than, like I said, I may go get checked out just to make sure I didn't fracture any bones, because my neck and my head, some of them still feel a little tender. So I may go get that checked out next week, but I'm not sure. I feel okay. I don't feel like I can't like move anything. I feel okay. But I just wanted to hop on here and share my COVID story, and just let you know that it is well. It is well with my soul, and I am healed, and I am just ready to get back to living life, and just taking each day by force. Just enjoying each day that I have, serving and being who God's called me to be. So until next time, take care, be blessed.